Poppity pop pop.
I'm Avery, MediaCorp 987 DJ and the co-host of The Down Low. I'm a daredevil and some say thirst trap. I love new adventures and I love them hard. And I'm game for anything.
With the GST hike and Singapore's rising core inflation, I am sure that you guys are feeling the pinch because I know I do. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a challenge and see how little I can spend in a day.
Singapore is getting more and more expensive. Do you have any money-saving tips?
Dawn, known as SG Budget Babe, is a self-taught financial blogger who has been sharing tips for over a decade now on how to be more financially savvy.
So the first step in budgeting really starts from awareness. So have you ever tracked your expenses?
I have, but I also feel like it's such a tedious process. We'll start with my motorcycle. That takes up maybe about 20 to 25% of my monthly expenditure. The next 15% goes to my gym memberships. The next 20% will go to my travel. 15% of that goes to bills. And the rest of that goes to food and expenses, including my nights out when I go and drink. In a day, I will spend anywhere from about $50 to $100, depending on whether or not I go out and have dinner and drinks with my friends. The majority of the money goes to food, as well as petrol for my motorcycle.
That's a lot. One trick I used to use when I eat out with friends is I try to be the planner. So when you're the one who's organizing it, you get to choose where to meet instead of having someone else set that for you. So I would then be able to choose places that were a little bit more affordable.
Alright, I see how that could work.
Are you technically saving at the end of the month after what you have left?
I guess I save whatever I have left.
So that's what most people do. And one way to make budgeting easier is to do the reverse.
Save first.
Pay yourself first, not save first. So you see, your employer will give you a paycheck. We spend that, and then we save what's left.
Yeah.
But we can change that around by thinking of it as we are paying our future self. Psychologically, it helps a lot if you realize no one needs to be taught how to spend.
Yeah.
But we all need to learn how to save. You could go and open up another bank account because the pay yourself tip works better when it's separated. So maybe what would be fun to do is for you to challenge yourself and say, can I survive a day in Singapore on just $20?
No, it's not possible.
You could even do 10.
I don't think
It's about
so.
the choices and how badly you want it.
I don't think so.
You could. I
But
challenge you to.
You know what? I'll take that challenge.
Today is the day that I try and challenge myself to only spend below $20.
So what I'm gonna be having is bread with peanut butter, 2 hard-boiled eggs, a banana, and of course, some coffee. So honestly, I think it is a lot cheaper and it is pretty easy to do every morning. On a regular day, I would say an average of maybe $3-4 on breakfast. I know this is cheaper. The problem for me is not the money, it's the time, because this takes a lot of time to do. It's time for me to prep lunch and dinner. Sweet potatoes, eggs, chicken breasts, broccolis as well. So the one thing I think I enjoy about meal prep is that I know what I'm putting into my body. I know how much protein I'm getting into my body and I can regulate all that, which to me is a huge benefit. But I cannot sacrifice sleep to wake up and cook food. When I was younger, I wanted to be a chef, so I do enjoy the process of meal prep. I just don't like washing up, I don't like the preparation, and I don't like the whole process and how long it takes to meal prep. My schedule is packed from morning till night most of the time, and for me to be able to take out that time to say, let me cook for half an hour, pack for half an hour, it's just very difficult.
Poppity pop pop. So yeah, this is lunch and dinner.
So after all the meals have been prepped, I need to get my workout in. The home workout is free, so I decided to do a very basic exercise.
It was a lot of fun being able to work out in my own space and have nobody to bother me. But would I do it again, and could it be sustainable for me? I don't know.
I miss my heavy weights. So mainly because I want to push myself a little bit harder and try make this challenge a bit more difficult. So I've decided I'm gonna be cycling to work today. So I've done my research and I have come to the conclusion that all these shared bicycle companies have the same kind of payment plan. That the first half an hour cost $1 and every subsequent half an hour cost about the same. Which means that if I can make it to MediaCorp in about 45 minutes or about an hour, I would be able to only spend $2 on my mode of transport today. I found a bike. I guess I'll see you all at MediaCorp. Obviously, with bicycles, it takes a longer time. You have to plan a route, and that's why I need to make sure I leave earlier to reach work on time. It's so hot. Oh my God. Okay. This is where it gets tough, because it's uphill. I guess the term really taking in the roses is something that you don't really get to do very often here in Singapore. Take the time to smell the roses. Like look, it's such a nice cycle here, you know, you get to enjoy the scenery, you get to enjoy the nature. It took me slightly under an hour on the bicycle, compared to my motorcycle that would have been a 20-minute ride. It could be quite physically demanding. Other than that, I enjoyed the fact that it's also a more sustainable option. I'm finally here, and I did it. A full day, and I only spent below $10. It was not an easy ride. I am sweaty right now, but I'm very happy that it happened this way. I know you're going to be wondering how I'm going home. I can claim a cab home, don't worry, so it doesn't count. I wouldn't do it again. I'll be very honest, it's not sustainable for my lifestyle. I enjoyed the idea of saving money, but to me, if I could enjoy my life just a little bit more by spending a little bit more, I would do that.